Hello, welcome to this exciting lesson. In grade 8, you learned about some debating rules. In this lesson, you will learn how to argue and make your case stronger in a debate. First, let's have a recap on the debating rules you learned in grade 8. We learned that a debate is a formal discussion based on an idea or opinion, also known as a motion. We also know that there are two teams. The proposers are the team members who argue for the motion. The opposers are the team members who argue against the motion. Some main debating rules we looked at. One member from the proposing team presents arguments for the motion. Afterwards, one member from the opposing team presents arguments against the motion. Having listened to arguments of the proposing and opposing teams on the motion, a second team member from each side presents further arguments to counter argue the ideas of the other team. After having refuted the arguments of each team, the third team member from each side summarizes and concludes the debate. This signals the end of the debating time. Note that during the counter arguing time, we must show respect when addressing the other team. We have just made a summary of debating rules. Now, in this lesson, you will learn how to write strong arguments so that you can convince your audience about your ideas. The first tip is to make strong and clear claims. Let's give it a try. Let's say you are the proposing team for this motion. Teenagers are easily influenced by the media. Which of these claims would you say is clearer and stronger? Social media and other media influence the decisions that teenagers make about their health and lifestyle, or the media influences teenagers in many aspects of their lives? Absolutely. Claim A is stronger because it clearly states how the media can impact young people, whereas claim B is vague and does not mention what the main idea is about. After having made a claim, you need to support it with evidence. Evidence can be in the form of real life examples, statistics, quotations, references from newspapers, or research. Note, it is important to choose the strongest evidence for your claim. Also, it is preferable to give one or two pieces of strong evidence rather than a long list of weak evidence. Let's give it a try and see which of the given evidences strongly supports the claim that the media influences the health and lifestyle of teenagers. First, many actors in movies consume alcoholic drinks. This makes teenagers believe that it is normal to drink. Then we have, in 2003, a research was done in Canada. This showed that every year, teenagers see between 1,000 and 2,000 beer adverts with the message that real men drink beer. This research concludes that advertising increases beer consumption. Countries like Mauritius and Sweden even have a ban on advertising of alcoholic drinks to limit its influence on young people's health. Indeed, evidence B is more impactful with some alarming statistics and the names of countries. Now, let's see how evidence A can be improved. Yes, we can improve evidence A by mentioning the names of movies that teenagers commonly watch and which support drinking and so impact on teenagers. While preparing for a debate, it is important to carry out some research to get strong evidence to support your claims. After having presented a strong evidence, explain how important that evidence is to the claim that you're making. Let's listen to Karen putting forward an argument.
Our first argument for the motion is that social media and other media have an influence on the decisions that teenagers make about their health and lifestyle. In 2003, a research done in Canada showed that every year teenagers see between 1,000 and 2,000 beer adverts with the message that real men drink beer. The research suggests that advertising increases beer consumption. Countries like Mauritius and Sweden even have a ban on advertising of alcoholic drinks so that young people are not easily influenced. Such research and bans show that authorities recognize the negative impact of the media on teenagers who, they believe, can be easily influenced and become victims of advertising.
Well, you must have noted that Karen adds this last part to explain her evidence. Always provide the strongest arguments at the beginning of your debate. Now that your arguments are ready, you must practice delivering them orally. Remember the following while you are practicing orally. Speak clearly. Speak at a moderate pace so that you are understood. Make sure you speak loud enough to be heard. Have dramatic pauses when you present important evidence. Put the stress on important words and vary your tone appropriately. Let's listen again to Karen. See if she has been an effective debater.
Our first argument for the motion is that social media and other media have an influence on the decisions that teenagers make about their health and lifestyle. In 2003, a research done in Canada showed that every year teenagers see between 1,000 and 2,000 beer adverts with the message that real men drink beer. The research suggests that advertising increases beer consumption. Countries like Mauritius and Sweden even have a ban on advertising of alcoholic drinks to limit its influence on young people's health. Such research and bans shows that authorities recognize the negative impact of the media on teenagers who they believe can be easily influenced and become victims of advertising.
Yes, Karen has been an effective debater. She has been clear and loud enough. Her pace is moderate with effective use of stress and pause. Note, you may watch this video over on the SSP website. You may pause it wherever you want and take time to practice orally. In your grade 9 textbook, page 108, you have a motion which reads as follows. Teenagers are becoming more and more violent nowadays. Practice writing claims for this motion. Provide evidence and explain the importance of your evidence. After you have written one argument, practice delivering it orally. To end this lesson, let's recap on how to prepare before arguing in a debate. So, what do we do first? Yes, first we make clear and strong claims. Then, that's correct. We research for convincing evidence. And third, very good. We explain the importance of our evidence. After that, yes, we practice orally and make sure that our pace, tone, stress, and pauses are effective. Thank you very much for watching and practicing. I hope you become very good at debating. Goodbye.